Right, we're about to head out.
Are we forgetting anything?
Hopefully not.
I really flattened out those leaves.
I know.
If we forgot anything, it would be right around here. It would have fallen off.
Yeah, I think we're good.
We're not even leaving.
All right, my bike is still doing the same thing, I think, but time will tell. Oh, this is tough with the Airhawk. Okay. Yeah, it's making that noise. And we're out of here. What a shame. I think what I'm gonna do today, instead of going to the Dragon, is just aborting and going home. The bike is making noise. I don't know what it is. I suspect something broke in the transmission, and it's just kind of moving around. Here we go. Beautiful campsite with this great lake. We didn't really get to admire it yesterday, but now with Squirrely taking the lead, we're gonna see what we're going to do here. He's actually going pretty fast. I'm surprised. This is a drive-in theater, and it looks like they fixed it up. It's probably, you know, every time I've run through here, that place was deserted, empty, and now with COVID, drive-in theaters are coming back. It's kind of crazy. Now, let me see if I can hear my bike. Doesn't make a lot of noise at 18 miles an hour, but you speed up a bit. Now if I push in the clutch, there's still that noise. We're going to go and look at a moto trailer for his K75 in Boone, North Carolina. Hopefully my bike is going to stay with us. Stay with us. This is important. We're just heading south because Squirrely has got this idea that he wants a motorcycle trailer. Not a motorcycle trailer to haul with his car, but a motorcycle trailer to haul with his motorcycle. Alright, we're heading on Riverside or Adwolf Road. I think we're gonna go on the Snake. We did the back of the Dragon. Man, I hate to be a bummer on this ride, but I'm just paranoid, so I can't really ride fast. I'm worried about the bike just crapping out on me, but I also don't have a freaking phone. There we go. Look at these roads here. I love Southwest Virginia. I don't know if I could live here full time, but I don't think Virginia gets the amount of due for its beauty. That and West Virginia. It really is like an untouched gem of a place. Welcome to the Mount Rogers area. This is a great place to free camp. It's part of the Jefferson National Forest, and there's a lot of canoeing, rafting, biking, motorcycling here. It's beautiful, and you can camp anywhere because it is a national forest. Now, there are designated camping places. Last night we stayed in Hungry Mother in Marion, Virginia, because of my bike woes. But oh, here's an overlook, Skulls Cap. I remember coming through here. I came through here, of course, on the way to the Dragon, but it's a beautiful area, especially now with the leaves changing. You know, having the transmission like this, and I'm very worried about doing any like hard acceleration, so I'm definitely taking it easy. That's gonna be my excuse. But look, this road is gorgeous. A lot of people come here to Damascus and the Mount Rogers area. Look at this, even more bicycles. Look at that. Trailers on the bicycles. Just incredible. Even these people carrying bicycles, because there's this big trailer. I believe it's called the Creeper Trail, and it's a very long I believe it's paved bicycle trail, and it's very popular to have these kind of travel type of guides here. Here's another load of vans, load of bikes on a van. This is why motorcycle riders should come here. And I think what they're doing with the the vans with the bikes, they're just shuttling people back and forth. I am kind of curious about, look at that, even more bikes. There's tons of bikes being pulled up here. I heard you. I guess this is the bicycle rental area. Now let's this is for the shuttles. Like we're in the way here. Let's go over there. Squirrely is frustrating me with his parking space. Look at the parking space he decided to pick. I would have picked something more visible.
So this is cool, man. This is cool.
This is where you want to.
How many bikes that people are using? They're not full suspension bikes.
Yeah, it might have some sort of like mountain bike trails,
some of
but
them
also
have full suspension. Some do, some don't.
Yeah. Yeah, it is so busy today.
It's a beautiful fall day.
I had no idea this trail was this popular.
What's up?
They have nice shirts. There's some honey. $12 is actually not bad for this amount. But this is the Jeeper Trail. I've heard of the Jeeper Trail. Look at those racks. Creeper is a creeper. Okay, Creeper Trail. So we went inside the shop. They have all the information you need here, but you can see it's completely packed. They do have food over here. They have a lot of bicycle tours here. Leaving Damascus after getting into an argument about a parking space. He always hoons. It's like we're an old Jewish couple. When you come into Damascus, you have to make a left onto Shady Valley. I keep missing the corner, the turn, I should say, and then head out to Shady Valley. It's a beautiful road. It's where the snake is, I believe. Before you get to Shady Valley, which is a very tight area, it's very straight and very scenic. You have a beautiful creek on the right side. These are often the best type of roads because they're a little flat, but you see this is a straight shot, and what that means is that people tend to go kind of fast here. Kind of dangerous to go fast through here. I've done it, but today is just packed full of people. Cherokee Wildlife. I believe we're in Tennessee. Look at that guy. That guy's packed. All right, we have arrived in the snake. Where's he going? God, he always misses everything. There we go. Shady Valley. This is the home of the snake. Oh, I did it to see him. That's funny. Squirrely, what do you think of the 421, the resort, compared to the tail of the dragon, or the back of the dragon?
This is way more authentic. I think you described it well, way less sterile. The place, the back of the dragon that was in Tazewell, correct? That place was similar to an operating room. It was way too technologically advanced. They had about 7 or 8 dispensers for growler fills, and each one had its own tablet.
All right, I think we're good. We're about to. This is becoming more and more popular. You know, I do love seeing this in motorcycling. It's just a few roads, and the roads are bringing in money to various businesses throughout the area. So people are coming here and realizing, oh, maybe I'll start like a motorcycle business here, like a group riding for dirt bikes. You know, like something like this could be used as some sort of motocross track. It's essentially motorcycle tourism. But you see these corners, they're pretty nice. And people live here, so you have to be a little bit more respectful. And I'm very surprised. The back of the snake is a little bit better than the back of the dragon. You know, the back of the dragon looks great. It's they spent a lot of money on it, and I think that's the part that I don't really like. I don't like how sterile it is. So you're kind of stuck going behind them, unfortunately. Sometimes when you get closer, they will kind of pull over. Hey, thanks, buddy. That is nice of them. You see that? They kind of they let you. That was awesome. Don't shift like crazy. And you go around. I mean, actually, this is very sloppy here. You can see the tire marks of people doing burnouts and squeezing out. Those are car burnouts, so this is a great road, man. Beautiful too. So I like these roads because they're a little bit more open than the Dragon. I did come here on R1 one time, and I did this a bunch of times. It was the only time of me riding that I wore out the sides of a tire before the middle. That was great. I rode all of these roads, and they were just, I mean, they're so much fun. There are some dips in the road like this, and what that does, it creates an imbalance in your suspension. So you always have to be careful. Probably go into corners just a little bit slower than you are used to. I mean, look at that. It just goes all the way. Just try to get a gas as you're powering through. It's very important. You don't need any more speed to have fun. On a sport bike, I mean, you can really like hit your knees down if you want to. When I think about surfing, that's kind of like what I think about road riding like this in a mountain pass. It's about reading the wave, reading the road, and you don't have to use a lot of gas. That's the thing too, because the road flows there. It's like very flowy. It makes a lot of sense when it comes to riding. It doesn't require a lot of input. You can just let the bike do it. It almost seems like if you are just thinking about the corner, your bike will do it. But keep in mind, generally they don't patrol the mountain passes. It's usually here, but they use it to cross over. I've never seen a cop at the back of the Dragon, and I've been going there for years. I do prefer the back of the Dragon. I think it's a little bit more of an accessible road where you can really learn how to ride. But here, you get a lot more tourist traffic, and that's dangerous because you're often dodging slow drivers. And I think the people at the back of the Dragon, they're kind of more used to people taking a little bit more chances. And they do let you do what you want. But the Snake is a great road. But I believe that the back of the Dragon still has an edge as far as performance riding. The arrival at Boone, North Carolina, this is kind of fancy. The towns in North Carolina look so much different than the towns in Virginia. Virginia just looks like a backcountry town with character. This looks a little bit more like Aspen. Why don't you lead?
Or, hey, let's just go to Harris Teeter.
I don't know where it is, but...
This is the Wealthy.
Yeah, it looks like a mini Aspen.
Yeah, it's an Asheville light.
Yeah, look at that house up there.
Wow, more affordable Asheville.
Jimmy John's. Mountaineer Mania. Where the hell is Harris Teeter? Very surprised about Boone, North Carolina. This is kind of a fancy lad's place. And I think I figured out what might be the cause of this. I don't think it's the transmission. I don't think it's the shaft drive. I think what it is the cam tensioner. Alright, we're gonna try and leave Harris Teeter. You know what I think this noise is? It could be the cam chain tensioner that's known to fail on these bikes. This is a crazy Harris Theater. It's like on, look at this. People just eating outside here. This is so fancy.
What?
This is such a fancy area. We are on our way to look at this trailer finally. I'm a little worried that we're not going to be able to get camp. Right about now I'd be searching for a campsite, but perhaps the guy that's selling the trailer knows a place where we can camp for free. Oh, this is a steep driveway. Holy cow, this is steep. This is a steep freaking driveway. Alright, this is one freaking steep driveway, but beautiful house over here. We are about to go and find some camping. He always does that. It's really weird that he always goes to the left. We are at 3,300 feet. There's going to be a cold storm coming through, and we need to get out of this mountain. It's extremely cold. This is not the type of place I want to be if it's freezing. So there's a church over there. We're looking for some camping. Hey, the sun is going down and we need to get the hell out of this mountain. This is kind of nutty what he does. He stops at the middle of the intersection on a red. Finally, we're going down in elevation. Yeah, the Blue Ridge Parkway is really, I believe, the mountain. We're already at 2,900 feet. This is the tricky part, because if you stay on the other side, look at that freaking house up there. Oh man, there's some really rich people here. I was talking to the guy that owns the trailer, and he said that there's some crazy rich people here in North Carolina, even Boone, which is not considered to be like this hoity-toity, but it's becoming the next Asheville. 1,800 feet. We are at 1,200 feet or so. Right, we stopped here at this gas station, filled up, and now we're going to find our camping, and that's going to be a little difficult. I was looking at the map, and it looks like this area is a little bit more populated. So this area ends at a lake. I'm looking at it. It dead ends, but the problem is, this is what I thought. The places around here are expensive, and all of these people, they have nice houses. They don't want motorcycles going around there.
This would be okay. I mean, I'm okay with this.
They're gonna close the gates and they're gonna like shoo us out.
What about that place we just went past?
Now I'm looking at the gate. We can squeeze our bikes in. That's definitely doable. That is doable. I think he might be onto something. I think if we hang out here, come back at night and set up our tent, we should be okay. Aha, this actually looks pretty darn cool. This is a pretty decent one as well. But it is a little bit on the tough side to turn around. This is pretty darn good. That one's good.
Good?
So,
Are we good with it?
this one has got a couple things. You can barely see houses. So we would have to be very quiet, no lights.
You want to do it here?
That one's good. Go over there. Go see what's over there.
Let's just walk it.
Because there's less houses there.
You want to walk it?
Yeah. Good. This is even better. Oh, this is really good. Oh, this is excellent. Let me see. We found our campground. I think this is perfect. Right over here. Boom. Bring our bikes, slide them over here. I think this is much better. I don't think these guys are going to be bothering us here. I mean, we're just like two motorcyclists. Hey, this is better. You know, the only downside is there's some houses here.
You know, if I had side cases on, I could still squeeze through here.
Yeah? Smithies. He's coming. For me, what I want to do with stealth camping is not be seen going in to the campground. I don't think anybody's going to say anything. I mean, look at this. This is almost perfect. And we're just going to turn around right here, put our bikes here. A big rock. I mean, this is such a beast of a bike. There we go. That is perfect. I don't know what he's doing. What on earth is he doing? That makes a good photo up. It's an excellent campsite. I was very critical of Glenn's stealth camping, but he is quite good. He found this amazing campsite. We're also at the bottom of the Blue Ridge, so it's 20 degrees warmer. Before we were at 3,500 feet. We're currently, I believe, at 1,100 feet. So really good. There's a lake over there. That's where we're hearing the dogs. There's my tent. And hopefully we're not going to get bothered while sleeping. This is a very typical stealth camping situation. It's actually better than most stealth camping. You know, a lot of times you want to think small. Glenn, Squirrely, he's using a bivvy. You can barely see it. I mean, he's already set it up. It's hard to tell where it even is. But I got the tent. The tent is better in a couple of ways, including if it rains. But you cannot knock the bivvy's stealthness.
The bivvy is very simple. It's essentially a 1-inch self-inflating mattress. And if you want to take a look at it, so the waterproof bivvy sack, straight Army issue from Uncle Sam. And then inside that I used a straight Army issue self-inflating pad, probably only 1 inch thick. And then the Army issue winter sleeping bag, black right here. And then a Walmart pillow. Very simplistic. And stealth.
Yeah. It goes from stealth camping to trespassing the moment you're spotted. So something just happened. We saw some flash, some lights over there. And we hope it's just a guy locking the gate to the dock. We're whispering because we don't know if somebody's looking at us. This is the downside of stealth camping.
You know, Lloyd, just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
Kind of stuck here. The cops won't bother me.